Hi, this is Peter Pure. I'm in Thailand. I've now been in Thailand for about 6 weeks and I really love Thai food. It's really delicious. The savory food is fantastic, but I haven't had one single really fantastic dessert since I've been here. And actually, Asian food in general, their desserts aren't really happening. They're really lacking the elegance of the desserts that we're used to in Northern Europe, especially when we start looking at French patisserie. So what I've done is I've enrolled in a cookery school and I'm going to be making some really delicious savory food, and in addition I've turned up an hour earlier so I can make a really gorgeous dessert. Now, Asian food, they just don't make really nice desserts, and I just don't know what they're going to think of it, because I'm going to give one to the owner, one to the maitre d', one to myself and one to the head chef. So let's see what they think of it, because I think they're either going to think I'm just completely crackers, they're going to think I'm a genius, they might think my dessert is wonderful or horrible. I really don't know. Here we are in the kitchen and I'm just about to turn all this lot here into an absolutely gorgeous dessert. Let's have a look at what we've got. Over here we've got some tamarind. Over here we've got lum yai, which is kind of like a Thai lychee. And we have some raw cashews. I've got some lemongrass right there. That's going to be delicious. Got some ginger. Here's the ginger. We've got some honey, some Thai honey. I've got some. They call it Thai chips. They're actually rice crackers. And I've got a little bit of coconut oil, and I've got some coconut cream. So all that lot is going to be turned into a gorgeous dessert. I'm going to make some infused syrups. Now I'm not actually using syrup, I'm using the Thai honey. And what I'm looking for in the honey, otherwise it would be a syrup, but what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a taste that is not too strong. You know, sometimes you get those dark honeys and they taste really strong. Well, I want something that's quite mild. So let me just have a taste of that. Now, that is really mild, so it's not going to overly dominate the other flavors in the dish. So I've got here some chopped ginger, so I stick that in the glass. And in addition to the chopped ginger, what I'm also going to do is I've got the lemongrass. So this lemongrass here, we're going to chop that right up. So, now the thing when you're chopping, the thing when you're doing infusions, so think of it like this. Think of tea, like a tea bag, put in hot water. So the tea is solid, the water is liquid, and so we're infusing the liquid, the water, with a little bit of the solid. That's the flavour of the tea. I'm actually doing the same thing right here. I'm getting the solid, which is this case this herb or the spice, the lemongrass, and I'm infusing it in the liquid right here, the honey. So there's the lemongrass. Stick that in a glass there. Here's the ginger. Here's the lemongrass. Now I'm going to put the honey right in there. Just knock it down a little bit so it gets right in there with the goodies. Okay, so what we're doing is we're really making a cold infusion. Think of it like a tea bag, but instead of it leaving like for a few minutes, I'm going to leave that for hours. It's pretty warm, it's like 30 degrees Celsius right now. So I'm going to leave that for maybe 6 or 7 hours before it's ready to go. Now at the bottom there's going to be tamarind, so think of the tamarind like a spicy date. There's two types of tamarind, there's sweet tamarind and there's sour tamarind. This is the sweet one because we're making a dessert. It's got this shell, we just crack the shell open. Crack that shell open, and there's the tamarind fruit there. So that's what we're after. Now there's only one little caveat to that. It's got the seed on the inside, so we just want that fruit and not the seed. So I'm going to get a whole pile of that soaking right now, and that's going to be forming part of the dessert. The first layer in the vereen here, so we've got the Thai rice crackers, we've got some dark rum, we've got the honey, I've got these little matchsticks of ginger, which is perfect, so you can actually eat them and it won't be too crazy, and then we've got the tamarind. So first off, I'm going to get these rice crackers and just kind of scrape them up, because they're going to be the base. So think of it like Think of it like the sponge in the bottom of a trifle. This is kind of, it's going to be like that, but maybe a little bit spicy, and that's really what we're going to start off with. It's going to be delicious. Okay, there we go. That's the honey. That's the honey. Then we're going to do a little bit of rum. It's going to give it a certain delicious flavour. I'm going to stick the ginger in. I'm going to mix all that up. Mix it all up. And that's going to be delicious ginger rum honey. So that's going to go right in the base. Here we've got the glasses, and we're going to be making a verrine. So a verrine is a layer of goodies. Think of a terrine where you stack a whole load of savoury goodies. A verrine is a whole stack load of goodies, and these are going to be dessert verrines. So let's have a look at this. So right at the bottom, I've got the crushed prawn crackers. Next, I've got my little mixture there with the ginger matchsticks, the honey, and the rum, and I'm going to just stick that right on top there. Making the lemongrass mousse. So the mousse ingredients, how do we do it? Well, first off, we get coconut milk. Now, if I had the time and if I was in the UK, I would probably just make my own coconut milk. How we're going to turn this solid is we're going to add cashews. So when these cashews, when they're blended up, they'll be micronized like a powder, and that powder, it will soak in all the liquid, and it will suck it all up and make it go stiff. So that's how we're going to get the coconut mousse go stiff. Another ingredient that's going to work as well, at the moment we've got this coconut oil, and it's really it's liquid. That's because it's really warm weather. But when I stick this in the fridge, it's going to go cool, and again it's going to go solid, further helping to stiffen up the mousse. So I'm going to put a little bit of coconut oil in there. And now the gorgeous flavouring ingredient, this is the lemongrass infused honey. I'm going to stick that right in there. So here we go. That's going to add the sweetness and also the delicious flavouring. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give all that a lot of blend. So we've got to blend it a really good long time, much longer than this. I'm just doing it short time for the video because all those cashews are still going to be really big and lumpy, and we've got to get them all down into a fine powder. So I'm going to keep on blending this until it's really, really fine. So here we go. Okay, so next we're going for the tamarind layer. So here's the tamarind. I've had that soaking in water for a little while. Maybe not as long as I would like. Really, I'd like this to be soaking maybe about 8 hours to make it go really soft. It hasn't gone 8 hours, it's gone about an hour, but I have to get going. So now I'm going to stick that into the blender. Just a little bit of soap water. I'm going to blend that nice and smooth. And that's going to be our tamarind sauce. Here we've got the blended tamarind. That's nice and smooth now. It's kind of like a sweet, kind of spicy date type taste. I'm going to add in a little bit of the ginger syrup. Yeah, it's gone real runny. That's actually not that's like ginger honey. Add that in right there. A little bit more rum. Mix that up. That's going to be fantastic. Okay, I'm going to run with that. So what I'm going to do, I'll stick that on the next layer of the verrine right here. That's going to go right in there. Okay, so that's done. I'm saving the rest for later because the next layer that's going to go on top there is the lemongrass mousse. So now the next stage is the lemongrass mousse. This is still really runny, so if I just pour that on top, it's going to go flying everywhere. So the key to getting a really nice, smooth, even mixture there is to pour it over the back of a spoon and just let it drip in very gently. See, now because I'm pouring it over the back of the spoon, it's not going in there hard enough to disturb the stuff at the bottom. And also I've got a clean mixture, so we look down at the glass here. see how it's nice and clean. So we've got the base of the base there, and then we've got the top stuff right there. So we just continue just pouring it over the back of the spoon to get that nice layered effect. Okay, that's about right. Okay. Now there we have our 5 in-process terrines, so we can clearly see the rice cracker, honey, ginger, tamarind layer at the bottom. Then we see the lemongrass, coconut, cashew mousse layer in the middle. And now these babies are going to go in the fridge to set. I want these to set for maybe 8 hours or so that the mousse goes really nice and firm and stiff. And then we're going to add the final touches in about 8 hours. In the fridge, there they are, waiting to be set. Leave that 8 hours now. Well, it's the end of the night, and we've eaten all our savoury food. The Thai Cookery School went really good this evening, and now it's time for my dessert. And I'm a little bit worried actually, because they've never had anything like this, and people can be really quite a bit standoffish from food they're not familiar with. So fingers crossed. Here we go. I've never eaten this, and I've never made it before. So this is what we've got here. We've got at the base there's my farine. So we've got Thai rice cracker with rum, ginger, honey, and tamarind, sweet tamarind, and then we have a lemongrass cashew coconut mousse on top with lam yan and ginger infused honey, and then we have a tamarind cracker. So that's the verine. Here's my cooking teacher. He's been teaching me how to make food the whole night long, so this is for you. And let's see what he thinks of it. This is going to be a first.
Okay, can I taste?
Yes, please.
Fantastic. But if you like to taste, you have to dip something to spoon off. You taste all of them. You feel like wonderful.
How about the cracker? How about the cracker? Try the tamarind cracker.
Can I taste some? Fantastic.
And what about the bit at the bottom there? Try the bit at the bottom. Have you tried that? Yeah, the tamarind.
Yeah, I try.
You try?
The tamarind and honey, very good. I never try the dessert like this. Fantastic.
You think fantastic?
Creamy, sweet, and herb. And you taste some herb like lemongrass, capellam leaf. Really nice.
He says it's fantastic. What do you think of my dessert? What do you think of my dessert?
Very good.
What do you think? Looks like a one over another Thai local, so really good. There we go. That's the mother. Okay, so looks like I've hit the jackpot once again, and I'm really pleased about it, really excited. If you want to have a go of eating food like that this year, then please enter your email address to the address on the screen now. That's Raw Food Party, and I'll invite you on my raw food dining experiences. And if you'd like to learn how to make raw food like that, then come on our Raw Chef training, and again the website is right at the bottom of the screen, and have a look at that. So hope to see you sometime soon this year eating some delicious tasty raw food. See you, bye for now. There we go. That's the mother.